What's up, everybody? Gearget TV, and I'm here with a Dragon Ball Super episode 91 review and recap. So if you guys don't know how I do this thing, feel free to tab out, just listen to my voice. If you have your phone, put that shit in your pocket, walk. I don't know what you're doing, but you don't have to look at the screen. It's just more like a podcast style. I'm going to go ahead and recap key points of this episode and give my review on the episode as a whole. So this episode, really good in my opinion. It was a really good transition. Again, we're in the recruitment phase now. We kind of finished our recruitment, but that doesn't mean all the universes finished their recruitment. And for my friends to say that they like this episode means a lot, because they are the kinds who only like action and anime, but a lot of people like this episode, and I did too, because one of the things I have liked about this recruitment phase so far is that they do traject to other universes and show how their process is going, right? Because not everyone's process is going to be as easy as ours. We know our universe very well. We only have 26 planets, right? So that helps a lot. So the episode starts with the Xenosamas playing Jankenpo, rock, paper, scissors, and then they're getting bored, because obviously they're mirrors of each other. They can, it was like that even. Like one would win, the other one would block their head or whatever, etc. And then they call on the Grand Priest, and they're like, we're bored, show us a new game, whatever. And then the Grand Priest shows them all the universes, and then he shows that he shows them that Universe 7 has all their members, and they're looking good. And then Goku goes to train with Whis. And then the Xenosamas are like, yo, let's start this match already. We don't care about everybody else. Look, Goku is, Bay for them. And I agree. And then a very important thing happens, which shows Vegeta going into the hyperbolic time chamber, with the funny part of Mr. Popo, like, if you break the hyperbolic time chamber, you're banned. And Vegeta's like, yeah, whatever, dog. And so yeah, that's very important. So I'm not going to say why. I'm sure you already know, but I don't want to say it until later. But them showing that little scene is actually super crucial, right? So Universe 9, they go to Universe 9, with the wolves, the trio of the danger. And they, spread that if we lose this universe tournament, the universe is going to get erased. So it's just causing havoc, and a lot of people are trying to escape. And then the God of Destruction just one-shots the planet and erases it. It just shows you how strong, even like he's literally the weakest God of Destruction, right? He's a God of Destruction who can't make up his mind, right? And he can still just do this. It just shows you the power of the Gods of Destruction, right? I think that's why they had it there, is to show you that, yes, Goku and Vegeta are strong, yes, obviously, but God of Destructions are really, really powerful. Like, you can't just downplay them, like, oh, he's the weakest one, we can easily take care of him, whatever, right? So then it shows Hit going to Frost, and I didn't like the scene too much, because it just shows you, again, they're just power scaling people out of nowhere, right? Hit says that because Frost is on the run, his will to live made him stronger, right? And that was so dumb, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole, I guess, but they keep making everyone stronger. Like, no, not everyone has to be stronger. Yes, maybe for the purpose of the tournament they do, right? Technically. But Master Roshi should not be stronger. Frost should not be stronger just because he's on the run. That makes absolutely no sense. But Hit does say that he went serious for 1 second there. So, Frost got definitely stronger. And yeah, that's cool, because, they still thought of him. So I'm pretty sure our team is the team for Universe 6, which I love Universe 6, by the way, is going to be exactly the same as the Universe 5 versus 6, 6 versus 7 arc, with Saiyans added and maybe somebody else. I don't think, because they're going to have those 2 Saiyan girls for sure. Forgot their names. Kale and I forgot the other one, but Kale and the other girl. And then it's going to be like, I would say one more Saiyan besides them. Maybe not. It's probably going to be those 3 Saiyans, and then, like, I don't know, someone else from, like, maybe a Namekian from Universe 6. Who knows? Like, I don't know. But either way, I'm sure the 5 original members are going to be there with a 2 addition of those girls. And then we're going to go to Yamcha. You seen with Yamcha, everyone's favorite scenes of this little mini arc. And when Roshi goes and is like, yo, we need you to transform Puar into a girl, so I can get my only weakness, which is my love for girls, my love for women. I need to get that out of my system. So Puar needs to transform into a hot girl, and I need to just release my energies, bro, whatever that means, right? And she does, and whatever happens, I don't know. Just kind of like the funny gag of him with women or whatever. And then Yamcha asks Oolong, hey, do you think that I'm gonna be one of the warriors selected? And Oolong's like, yeah, maybe. And then he's like, what was that? And then, yeah, he didn't really say that. But, pretty much Oolong knows that he's not one of the people, but they needed him for Puar. So they didn't want to make him feel bad. So, yeah. So then we interject to Whis training Goku. And then Whis gets him into the same lock, more or less, that Toppo had on him, and then Goku found a way to, you know, sort of outplay it, right? Biting his hand. It doesn't matter, and it's just showing you, it doesn't matter what tactics you use as long as you win, right? Cheating, not cheating, but dirty tactics, it doesn't matter as long as your universe survives, right? Then we transition to Universe 11, right? Because we're going through all the universes right now, seeing what's with what. So Universe 11, the general from the Pride Troopers is saving a cat from like an electricity thing. I don't know what to say. It was like an electricity thing, and he's saving the cat, and then pretty much all that is well, Toppo and then the cat. I mean, not the cat, the rabbit. Were like in a bar with eating like little balls, and it's just humanizing them, right? So you see the general's a really nice guy, right? He's like, oh, I can't go to the meeting right now. I'm more important to save this cat for those little kids. And he's like analyzing the best way to do it and stuff like that, right? It's just humanizing the Universe 11 that, like, yes, our universe is our universe, right? You know, we're always going to see our universe as technically the quote-unquote good universe, but all the other universes aren't bad per se. Like, Universe 11 is not literally not bad guys. It's literally all good guys. We know Universe 6 has a, you know, good people too. But like, obviously, like Universe 9 or whatever is not the best of people. But you see that, and it just humanizes them. So when they lose in the tournament, you can feel like a little more, if they lose in turn, I'm sorry, you feel a little more bad for them, right? That's just like a really important thing in shit like this. Like, you have to like make it so you don't care if everyone gets eliminated except your team, if that makes sense. You kind of have like a little bit of feelings for the other universes when they, so when, if and when they lose, you kind of feel bad for them, right? That's just how it is. And then we pan to Universe 2, which is, you know, the one with the girl god of destruction, which is, you know, the beauty universe, right? And everybody there looks nice. You know, they're going to a martial arts tournament. You know, it's like those two drag queens or whatever. And, you know, everyone there is all about fashion, right? And then when I see this girl with green hair, I'm like, I mean, this is kind of a random girl from the universe we haven't seen before. Is that the pink Teletubby from the intro? And it turns out it is. Her name is Brianna de Chateau. And yeah, her power, I guess she just puts on the suit and then she does like a really powerful beam to kill those two drag queens or whatever. And I mean, she looks pretty powerful. I mean, in the intro, she's on par with Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. And she's obviously one of the strongest warriors from that universe. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm sure all the 10 universes from, I mean, all 10 warriors from that universe are going to be like beauty related because, you know, that's just how it is. And then getting on to the last universe of that we need to go over is Universe 10. And you just know the video I already made, which is going to be linked down below. Universe 10 just useless, you know, digging into their own grave. They're just making Gawasu's making them do a dance video for his god 2 for views, which I can relate to personally. But it also just shows you that one bald guy. Everybody else is kind of still cloaked or whatever. So yeah, I mean, and we get the little the Whis counterpart, the angel of that universe, and she's so adorable, right? And then finally it goes back to our universe because the Grand Priest is like, yo, Universe 7 has a problem, and then Xeno's like, what happened? Is Goku dead? And then it's just it shows you that Bulma gets a call from Satan and Buu is sleeping and he won't wake up for a couple months, which is something that we predicted. And what was I telling you about earlier? So the fact that Vegeta went into the hyperbolic time chamber is super important because remember, you can't open it up for whatever amount of time, so they can't just open it up and put Buu in there. So that's why Vegeta had to go into the hyperbolic time chamber earlier in the episode, so that you couldn't rule that as a possibility. Like, they can't just be like, oh, let's just put Buu in the hyperbolic time chamber so he can wake up in time, right? They have to put Vegeta in it in order to rule out that possibility later to add the other member of the team. So I thought that was a really important scene with Vegeta going to the hyperbolic time chamber. It was literally like 5-second scene, but it was actually very important. And then we got Goku meditating. I mean, not Goku, I'm sorry, Piccolo meditating on top of the house. We have Tien meditating, overseeing the lake. And then, yeah, the episode kind of just ends with Goku instant transmissioning to Buu's place while Beerus is talking that he's still mad at Buu for eating the pudding from the very like first episode or second episode of the anime. And yeah, the episode ends there, so excuse me there. So it was our overall really good episode, right? Not a lot of action, but a lot of character development, literally humanizing and character developing all the other universes. You see Frost does officially join this tournament. We see the Brianna de Chateau join the tournament. We see that Universe 9 has nobody to add to the tournament. They're probably going to have to end up with a bunch of randoms as well. And yeah, overall, pretty good episode. Next episode's going to be very good too. Next episode's going to deal with Cabba and the girls and him teaching the girls Super Saiyan and them fighting. It's going to deal with, you know, trying to wake up Buu and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to have a lot more clips of the other universes because, again, most universes aren't even complete. I mean, Universe 11 hasn't even gotten Jiren or anything like that. I mean, Universe 11's team so far, it just seems like those 3 members, right? I'm sure they're going to get the other members from the Pride Troopers, but as of now, we've only seen those 3. Maybe we're going to see more of Universe 6, like who else are they going to introduce, stuff like that. So overall, really good episode. Maybe we're going to get to see who else they're going to choose from Universe 7 or whatever. But it's definitely not going to be anything action-packed. But I feel like not this next episode, episode 92, but 93 or 94 should be when the tournament's starting, because there's only 4 hours and 10 minutes left until the tournament starts. So I think it's like, I would say not 92 or 93, but 94. Or maybe at the end of 93 is like literally the beginning of the tournament. Because we still have them all the universes need to gather, this and that. So, I mean, I think 93 is more or less when they get everything set up, and then 94 is just the beginning of the tournament, which I am so excited for. And as any anime fan, you should be just excited for this tournament of power, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode, about my recap, this and that, in the comments below. Let's discuss this episode. I'm really down to discuss this episode. Yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comments below. I said yeah like 7 times there, so yeah, I did it again by accident and not on purpose. Catch you guys next time. Peace.